Hello, hello. Is there anyone in the Hello, is there anyone in the room?
Yes, hi, we are there. Just going to start in a moment, please.
All right, all right. There was a technical glitch from my end.
All right, no problem. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Sushant Kashyap and I'll be the host / moderator for today's session. So thank you again for joining. But before we kind of start the program, let me all give you a very quick and a very brief introduction about myself. I am currently working with Talent Edge, but before this, I have had an opportunity to work with various large companies. I started my career with a company called Airtel, where I'd spent close to 10 years. My last role with them was head of marketing and strategic alliances, post which I joined a company called Delivery. I was part of the co-founding team, and we all know that Delivery is one of the largest supply chain and logistics company today. Very soon they are going the IPO route, post which I was part of the leadership team of MobiKwik, and my last job was with Upgrad as the president. And now here I am with Talent Edge as their business head. Right? For people who don't know Talent Edge, let me all give you a brief introduction. Talent Edge is not only India's oldest, but it's also one of the largest edtech companies. We work with a lot of premier institutes, both in India and abroad. You know, when you think about the space of management, what are the few institutes that you can think of? IIMs, XLRI, SPJN, MICA. In the space of engineering, one would say IITs, triple ITs. We work with all of them and more. Not just that, we actually work with India's top 100 NRIF ranked universities, right? But why just stick to India? We have our premier partnerships with various universities across the world. We work with Ivy League colleges like Cornell University, Jack Welch, London Business School, and the list just goes on and on. There are 5 million students who have passed out from our ecosystem. There are people who have done their undergraduation courses, graduation courses, post-graduation courses. So basically, Talent Edge is basically the one-stop shop as far as education is concerned, right? So this is a little brief about ourselves. If you want to know, you can go to www.talentedge.com and you will see the kind of courses that we have listed on our website. So coming back to the topic of today's discussion, careers during uncertain times. Do we know that 119 million people in India alone have lost jobs during this pandemic? Last couple of years has been tough for a lot of us. Very close friends and families of mine have actually suffered a lot as far as their professional careers are concerned. There are lakhs and lakhs of fresh MBA graduates, engineers, who have actually spent a lot of money to get those degrees. They've taken up loans to not have any jobs today, right? So we at Talent Edge, we've always been thinking, how can we make an impact? How can we secure our learners, right? And that's where we've been thinking about programs that are a little bit more cost effective, a little bit more outcome oriented. And to talk more about this and the career space, we have none other than Dr. Ashfaq with us. Just to give you a quick background, although he needs no introduction, Dr. Ashfaq is the co-founder of Talent Edge Academy. He spent a very, very large part of his time as HR leader in various large companies like ICICI Bank, Syntel, GE, Vodafone, which was called Hutchison, and now it's called Vodafone. He's worked with them. So I think he gets a very good blend of HR and education, because now he's For the last 10 years, he's been part of the education background. He's given a lot of time in this space. So thank you, Dr. Ashfaq, and I'll pass on the mic to you now.
Thank you very much, Sushant ji. I'm just going to do a quick mic check. Am I audible? Is this good to go? All right. Thank you. Thank you for nodding your head, Sushant ji. Students and all the guests who are here, it's really my honor and privilege to interact with you. The next 45 minutes to 1 hour that we'll spend together has to be meaningful. And I'm going to try to make this conversation between English and Hindi so that we all are glued together. ऐसा नहीं लगे कोई ज्ञान सेशन समझ कर आ गए. We will go कि यहाँ से कुछ सीख के जाए. And honestly, अगर आप में से each one of you picked up one thing today, I would say I spent my Saturday very, very well. Okay. Now, how do I know कि आप मेरे साथ हो कहीं और नहीं हो? मेरे छोटे-छोटे दो requests हैं. One, generally keep your mic off. We will have a question answer session where at that time you can use your mic freely. But for now, for next 5, 8, 10 minutes, keep your mic off. But use your chat box. So I want to know how many of you know how to use chat box in Zoom. If you know, type a yes. Okay. The minute you write a yes, I will get to know. Diksha has put her hand up. Thank you, Diksha. But can you put a yes there? So Shraddha knows. I just got one yes. Sai knows. Come on, quickly. Come on. You're a young bachas. You're not an old man like me. Lovely. I am loving it. Okay. I got all the yeses quickly. So that means कम से कम ये पता चल रहा आप मेरे साथ हो, या यू आर नॉट वाचिंग अ फोन काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग कि लगा है इसको सेशन पे लगा दो मैं कुछ आई मे डू समथिंग एल्स, बट आई लव यू गाइस. ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर बीइंग अटेंटिव. ऑलराइट, द क्वेश्चन इज आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट करियर्स इन अनसर्टेन टाइम्स. सुशांत जी ने डरावना डेटा दे दिया, इतने लाख लोगों की जॉब्स चली गई. ही डिड नॉट टेल यू दैट कितने लाख लोगों को लेने के लिए एवरी नाउ एंड देन गुड न्यूज इज कमिंग अप इन द मार्केट. Okay, and if sometimes you have to understand the sentiment of the market, मैं कहता हूँ look at stock markets. I don't know how many of you know stock markets, but I give you data. But in the month of March, April last year, 2020, market crashed and came down to 28,000 points, approximately 28,000, 29,000, some number like that. आज सिर्फ 18 महीने हो गए. इसमें wave 1 भी आ गई, wave 2 भी आ गई, और हम तीसरी को बोल रहे हैं आने दे. Right now we were like आने दे. And today the Sensex has hit 58,000, all-time highest ever in life. The market, financial market, has more than doubled in 18 months. The question is, have you changed yourself at least by 10% more? Have you equipped yourself 12% more? Market to double हो रहा है. And believe me, I mean, just Google a little bit, you'll see that TCS ने कहा है कि मैं 30,000, 40,000 लोगों को hire करूंगा. Amazon saying I'm going to hire another 20,000 people. Ola is coming up, the world's largest scooter factory in this country. Scooter तो बनाएगा कोई आदमी भी चाहिए ना. So कहाँ से आएंगे ये लोग? For all of that, we have a great opportunities for you guys, because you're all young bachas full of energy. जिंदगी में कुछ करना है और बड़ा करना है. जैसे जब मैं पढ़ता था तो एक स्टैंडर्ड होता था, 2 या 3 कोर्सेज मिलते थे, साइंस, कॉमर्स या सो इंजीनियरिंग, डॉक्टरेट एट द रेट ऑफ 12th. और जैसे आप ग्रेजुएट होते थे हमारे पास 3 ही ऑप्शन होते, साइंस, sorry, I think my voice went away, right? So we had only 3 options: science, we had an option of commerce, and we had an option of arts. लेकिन आज इतने सारे options है कि, like, I'm just giving some random names. Agar Vinu, who is on the call, I can see her name by the name Vinu. If Vinu wants to become a photographer, there's a massive career. If Shruti wants to become a data scientist, massive career. Arun Kumar wants to become a supply chain management super specialist, welcome. You are at the right time at the right place. Saurabh wants to become an investment banker. ये सारे ऑप्शंस हैं और ऑप्शंस आ रहे हैं. क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, मशीन लर्निंग, कोर्सेज इतने हो गए कि बच्चों के पास वैरायटी एंड ऑप्शंस आते हैं. द क्वेश्चन इज, मार्केट में सारी चीजें अवेलेबल है, am I preparing myself for it? Let me tell you one thing, guys. This webinar is an open webinar, and trust me, approximately 50 students or so said that they'll be attending it. लेकिन मेरे पास मुश्किल से 25 बच्चे सामने हैं. एंड बिलीव मी, हमको ये पता ही रहता है क्योंकि only limited people are going to make difference to their lives. And since all of you chose to be here today, I am very, very proud of each one of you who said, कोई नहीं यार, मैं सैटरडे में आधा घंटा 1 घंटा लगाऊंगा, अगर मैंने कुछ सीखा तो अच्छा ही होगा. And then there are tons of your friends, वो या तो इस समय कोई गेम खेल रहा होगा या कुछ और कर रहा होगा, but probably is not here. I'm not saying कि ये वाले सेशन में आपको सारे problems के solutions मिलेंगे, but I definitely promise you, you will go back with some learnings. My name is Dr. Ashfaq. I am the co-founder of Talent Edge Academy. By background, I was the North India head of HR for ICICI Bank. By the way, that was in the year 1999. तब आप लोग just अभी 3-4 साल के होंगे, right? So that's long years back. I have done my MBA from Symbiosis in Pune. I would have hired around 5,000 people only in the world of banking. तो अगर आपको बैंकिंग के बारे में समझना है, फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज के बारे में समझना है, I think I have some good hang of it. And I've done my MBA in HR, okay? Then I worked with a company called GE. GE was made by a company called Thomas Alva Edison, जिसने bulb manufacture किया, right? So the guy who invented the bulb, उसकी कंपनी का नाम था एडिसन इलेक्ट्रिक कंपनी, एंड लेटर ऑन इट वाज कॉल्ड GE बिकॉज वो बल्ब के अलावा जहाजों के इंजन्स बनाने लगे, एयरक्राफ्ट इंजन्स, ट्रेन्स में स्टीम इंजन्स. इफ यू गो टू अ हॉस्पिटल और आपको कार्डियोग्राम करना है, वो मशीन आपको GE की मिलेगी. आपको अल्ट्रासाउंड करना है, ये सब GE की मशीन्स हैं, सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. सो आई वर्क विद दिस कंपनी एज द ग्लोबल लीडर फॉर लीडरशिप डेवलपमेंट. यंग बच्चों को कैसे लीड करना है, एक लीडर बनाना है, उसका कंटेंट नॉलेज कैसे बढ़ाना है ताकि वो बड़े बड़ी चीज आगे जाके लाइफ में कर पाए, was primarily my role in GE from that point of view. My next job was with an IT company called Syntel. I joined them as the director of HR in the US. और वहां पर मेरे ख्याल से 6-5 साल मैंने उस कंपनी में दिए. For those 5 years बहुत कंजर्वेटिवली मैंने 50,000 IT इंजीनियर्स को हायर किया. That's a very conservative number, which means if you want to understand about technology, understand about roles after engineering, careers after engineering, I don't want to say I am the authority, but I can say I have decent knowledge about that. And my last job was with a telecom company called Hutchison Whampoa. ये दुनिया की 3rd largest telecom company थी मेरे दिनों में, which later on became Hutch. Hutch was bought by Vodafone. So that's Sushanji told you, okay? So telecom, technology, your banking, your conglomerate businesses, bulb manufacturing, मैंने GE की plastics factory में Netherlands में काम किया. So more or less, I have good hang of diverse fields. So if बच्चों you have questions related to careers in these areas, feel free to put it here, okay? Now, while I'm going to speak, if you have a question, start putting it on the chat box, okay? I may not answer right away, but I'm very good with the chat box. I'll always come back to say, hey, Nandini has asked a question, I'm going to answer that. So if you have any questions, keep on asking this, okay? Now, let's look at the current scenario. Current scenario है 18 महीने हो चुके हैं, बहुत सारे लोगों ने अपनी कॉलेजेस को देखा भी नहीं है, and some, yesterday I was in a college, just to meet the owners, and he said, sir, बच्चों को देखोगे क्या? So yesterday I actually went inside a class almost after 18 months and I saw students in physical session, because last 18 महीने से or more, we've been only used to talking to people online. And believe me, our reality of life will be that we will be online. For sake of discussion, not only education, आज आप जूता खरीद रहे हो तो कहाँ से खरीद रहे हो? You go to an Amazon, you go to a Flipkart, you click a button and the product is at your home. It's online, okay? Somebody says that, hey, listen, I have got questions have started coming. So बीच में भी नजर question की तरफ आता है मेरा, I lose my chain of thought. But let the questions coming. We'll try to answer most of your questions. And with me, I have Sushanji also. Sushanji has a very solid background, and when it comes to the areas of supply chain management, payment gateways, and all, he's the Don. He's been co-founding member of most of these companies he spoke about in the past. So we'll answer these questions. Keep the questions coming. Coming back here. So आज आप click of a button online हो गए हो for buying a shoe or a product at home. By the way, groceries, click of a button, घर पे आने लग गई. Click of a button, education. In fact, government of India now has thought about education as online and said 40% compulsory online पढ़ना है. That government, जिन्होंने किताबें change नहीं करी है for the last 50-60 years, now we have government coming back and say that online is going to be the way to be. I'm sure you would know, 18 mahine pehle, there was nothing called as an online MBA. And if somebody would have done an online MBA for heck of discussion, it would have been considered invalid. But now it's a valid thing because government said, I don't know for how long this is going to continue. Why not do this? So things are moving digital. Things are moving online. Today, I'm sitting in Gurgaon. I'm in my office right now, Gurgaon. I don't know where all you are from. So I don't know where Shivani is from. I don't know where Yesh is from. But I'm sure you must be from the different parts of this country. And that makes this life so beautiful for us. The challenge is there. I'm not negating the pandemic is there, but opportunities are more and more and more. Okay, I got a quick message from Nitik saying that my voice is low. Is anybody else facing the same problem? Because I'm trying to use a microphone to kind of enhance the language. Sorry, the communication is okay. Sakshi can hear me properly. Is it better, Nitik? Just type a yes, no, Nitik, so that I understand that you're understanding me well enough. Because all I want is that you lose me completely. Okay. All right. So okay, now people are able to hear me. Okay, your voice is clear. Thank you, Shruti. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Now let's go back to questions and let's spend some time in understanding what can be done in careers. And I'm happy that people have started asking questions. And I'm going to start with my first friend, Anurag. Okay. Anurag, I read your question. I am pursuing my MBA right now from marketing. What can be the future? Anurag, इतना अच्छा क्वेश्चन है बेटा. I'm very happy that you are asking me this question कि आप MBA कर रहे हो मार्केटिंग में. Now, अब इसमें दो तीन छोटे-छोटे aspects है. Number one, आप पहले कौन से कॉलेज से MBA कर रहे हो? Now, if you're doing it from a very good college, don't worry, they'll take care of everything. आपका placement, everything can be done there. All right. But the bigger question remains कि मेरे को marketing में क्या करना चाहिए? Because marketing is now very generic subject. And the answer I can give you, Anurag, is digital marketing. Now, for sake of discussion, today you came on to this program. How did I come and call you up? Hi, Roderick, Kishore, how are you doing? We have a program. Can you come and join us? No, it was all done digitally. The world is moving digital. So, Anurag, if you want to do a specialization within marketing, I would insist, look at digital marketing and build your career in that perspective. Beta, I hope I answered your question. If there is something that you didn't like it, or you want to ask any other question, keep on adding it. I will come back to you as we move down. Pushpanjali Singh says, what are the scope and procedure of doing PhD in rural development management from top colleges like IITs and IIMs? Fantastic question. Happy to let you know, I've recently, Pushpanjali, completed my PhD. That's why you can see my name shouting it loud as a doctor. So, bacha, process is very simple for all IIMs and IITs and great institutes. There is an entrance examination that you have to go through. And if you give that entrance examination and you qualify, aapne suna hoga, NAT, SAT are the terminologies. I'm very happy to let you know that any of the IIMs will accept you, not only accept you, but also give you money monthly. Okay. And in India, let me tell you, there is going to be tremendous dearth of high quality teachers. So if you are, Pushpanjali, a person with the mindset of building an academic content, bacha, you are doing the right things. I understand that you have done MBA from MA from one of my favorite universities, the Banaras Hindu University. आप बच्चे अच्छे कॉलेज में हो, you're already doing something well enough. थोड़ी मेहनत करो. Crack a very good institute. There's also an institute. I'm going to type it down here. आपको सिर्फ check करना पड़ेगा. IRMA. I've just typed it down below. It is a oh sorry, it's gone directly to some one person. So I'm going to write first everyone. Just 1 second. Okay. So Pushpanjali, I've just written an institute down below. IRMA. It stands for Institute for Rural Management. It's in Ahmedabad. If I'm not wrong, it's in Ahmedabad. They have one of the best rural development programs in this country. आप वहाँ से भी try कर सकते हो from that perspective. Okay. I got a message from Sakshi. She's sent it directly to me. Sir, I really want to do MBA in HR. Welcome, Sakshi. आप और मैं दो हो गए क्योंकि मैंने भी HR ही किया है. So I'm happy people are actually doing the course that I like personally. पहले जब मैंने 1999 में ये course किया था, उस समय सिर्फ ये कोर्स लड़कियां करती थी. Okay, and even my father said, क्या ये कोर्स पकड़ लिया तुमने लड़कियों वाला कोर्स, right? But let me tell you, today HR has become so important in most of the companies that it actually occupies the board seat. So it used to be a support function, but this support function has become so important that people are making it to the board. Okay, so Sakshi beta, I'm happy that you want to pursue something called as MBA in HR and throw some light on its scope. I also gave an entrance last year, but missed the cutoff. I'm a BCom graduate. Okay, that's a question from my friend Sakshi. Hey guys, many of you are sending questions directly to me. My request to you is just send it to everyone so that everybody understands the question. Because instead of sending it directly to me, आप send to everyone. उसका benefit क्या होगा कि अगर आपका question ऐसा ही है तो then you don't have to ask this question again. All right, Sakshi beta, role of HR has expanded significantly, and Abhishek is actually put his camera on. बहुत smart लग रहे हैं Abhishek, लेटे आप session attend कर रहे हो बच्चा. Okay, you're looking nice. Don't worry about that. Okay, he's put his camera off. All right, so it has tremendous scope, Sakshi beta. Let me tell you that क्योंकि किसी भी कंपनी में जब बच्चा कंपनी में एंटर करता है, ये HR वाले का काम है. फिर जब एंटर करके उसको ट्रेन करना है, डेवलप करना है रोल के लिए, जिस जॉब के लिए आपने आपको हायर किया है, ये ट्रेनिंग भी उसी के अंडर आता है. उसके बाद उसका गोल सेट करना है, दिस कॉल्ड परफॉर्मेंस मैनेजमेंट, ये भी एचआर वाले का काम है. ये सब होने के बाद उसको एंड में पगार भी देनी है. यू हैव टू पे सैलरीज, कॉम्पेंसेशन एंड बेनिफिट्स इज आल्सो मैनेज्ड बाय देम, एंड एट द एंड ऑफ इट, यार मैं थक गया इस कंपनी से, मुझे आगे बढ़ना है, एग्जिट, that is also managed by HR. So HR has a total role in the total lifespan of an employee of a company. So if your choice is HR, it's a fantastic opportunity. By the way, जब मैं ये सब चीजें आपको बता रहा हूँ, let me tell you, we as Talent Edge have some of the finest courses in these areas. जैसे किसी ने मुझे HR बोला, किसी ने digital marketing बोला, and these courses are from the best of the best institutes. Like for example, today XLRI, which is the Xavier's Labor Research Institute, Sakshi, HR का best institute है is in this country. We actually, Talent Edge works with them to provide a lot of HR programs to students. Okay, and by the way, these are not कि पढ़ाई वाले program, पढ़ाई के साथ साथ नौकरी भी मिलेगी. We'll come to that a little while later. Okay, I'm just going to leave you guys here. Sakshi, I hope I answered your question. I'm going down. Arun Kumar says to everyone, I currently live in Gurgaon. Thank you, Arun beta. God bless you. Okay, Shruti says, I want to make my career in HR. So I think, Shruti beta, I've already answered this. This is very close to what my friend Sakshi was asking. Okay. Sarveshis Kumar, I'm doing MBA right now for marketing. How can I make creative ideas in marketing? What is the strategy? Lovely. Okay. How can you make creative ideas? How can you think out of the box? How can you be innovative? Okay, these are some basic questions that people keep on asking. Let me tell you guys, this all needs tremendous amount of understanding of concepts of innovation. Manisha, thank you for putting your camera on, beta. You're looking very nice and you're looking very attentive. That makes me feel good. So God bless you. Okay. So why I'm appreciating Manisha, तो किसी और को भी अपना कैमरा ऑन करना है, आप कर सकते हैं. इसी बहाने में देख तो लो किससे बात कर रहे हैं, right? Okay. So if you have to, I just want to share this with you. Okay, let's do a poll. Maybe then you will understand what I'm trying to say. How many of you, just type it down here. एक बहुत simple question है, complicated question नहीं है, simple question है. How many of you think कि successful होने के लिए क्या चाहिए? Just answer this question quickly. नीचे just put one word that you think is successful होने के लिए ये item मेरे पास चाहिए. Oh, Sakshi says I should be happy. That's good, Sakshi. I really like it. You have to be happy. Very nice, Abhishek. Confidence होना चाहिए, exposure होना चाहिए. Adit says drive होनी चाहिए, hard work, knowledge, passion. I love you guys. Yeah, you guys are brilliant. Confidence, smart work. Shraddha says dedication होनी चाहिए, consistency होनी चाहिए, patience होना चाहिए. Right? All of you are correct. Sakshi says interest hona chahiye, vision hona chahiye. Yes, you're right, vision hona chahiye. And Shraddha, thank you for putting your camera on, beta. You're looking very nice. But इस पूरी स्टोरी में एक चीज समझ में नहीं आई, किसी ने ये कहा ही नहीं कि MBA होना चाहिए, किसी ने कहा ही नहीं कि पढ़ाई होनी चाहिए. Right? All the terms you mentioned, whether it was passion, whether it was self-esteem, vision, hard work, patience, creativity, innovation, this. Remember, these all are called soft skills. And now if I go back to my friend who asked me this question, and what was the name of my friend here? Who said, can I get something? Sarvesh, can I have creative ideas of marketing? But for that, you have to build your overall, what we call as soft skills. I'm like extremely happy to share with you Talent Edge, or ye main bilkul sorry to use the word ठोक के बता सकता हूं, is the only company which has created a soft skills curriculum. क्योंकि 80% जैसे बच्चों ने अभी आप लोगों ने खुद बताया, जो सक्सेस है 80% is because of this. Of course 20% is knowledge, so I'm not going to shy away from that. अब कोई बच्चा बीकॉम का है, उसको अकाउंटिंग नहीं पता, वो चल दिया वो फाइनेंस बनने के लिए, वो तो नहीं होने वाला, right? So while all of this is true, ये भी बहुत जरूरी है कि 80% of success is a function of all the words you mentioned. That includes creativity, innovation, and things like that. Or wo curriculum, it's called the Green Book. That's the name Talent Edge has given to this book. This is called the Green Book. Talent Edge was the first company to put a green book of content together. Because we fundamentally believe कि अगर मेरा student है, suppose Neha, she may be little weak in BCom, but अगर उसका soft skills solid है, she has a very, very bright future. Or for that matter, anybody. I have, let's say, Arul Pandian. Arul is suppose very high on knowledge, but low on soft skills. Then we have a problem. We need to work on his soft skills. Okay. Thank you, Ajay Vishwakarma, for putting your camera on. You're looking smart. Deepu Beta, just put your mic off if you can. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. I am a graduate. I chose CFA over MBA. Is this good? Shraddha, that's a very nice question. कि मैं ग्रेजुएट हूं और मैंने CFA किया. CFA is Chartered Financial Analyst, okay, which means okay, when you say I am Chartered Financial Analyst, मतलब आप एक super specialization की तरफ चले गए. Okay, is that a good choice? Answer is yes. But I have a small question. CFA बन के आप क्या बनोगे? फाइनेंशियल एनालिस्ट बनोगे. फाइनेंशियल एनालिस्ट बन के बढ़ते चीफ फाइनेंशियल एनालिस्ट बन जाओगे. ओके, कैन यू बिकम अ CEO? That's a question mark. To become a CEO, you have to be good with at least 5 things. Strategy, which is not taught in CFA. Finance, वो तो आप पढ़ रहे हो. CFA will give you 10 on 10. Understanding of finance, understanding of strategy, understanding of people. Deepu Beta, can you put your camera on mute? Sorry. Thank you, Deepu. Thank you. Understanding of people, people management, sales and marketing. जब तक आप CEO हो, और मान लो मैं ये मोबाइल कंपनी का CEO हूँ, अगर मैं ये मोबाइल बेच नहीं सकता हूँ, this can be the world's best mobile phone, but I'm good for nothing. Period. So understanding sales and last operations. अब अगर मैंने मोबाइल फोन श्रद्धा को भेजा, उसको कुछ प्रॉब्लम आएगा, how can I service her best is the other aspect I need to take care of. So if in life, Shraddha, you want to become a CEO or a business head or something, you will have to do a little bit more than CFA. And I would suggest think on those lines. I'm not suggesting what you should do. You can take up a program, a leadership program, or a strategy program, or a deep marketing program through any of the IIMs and XLRIs of the world, and that should also help you in due course of time. Good news is this is our regular feature. If you visit our website, you can see tons of such programs in life. But for now, focus on your CFA and do a fantastic job with it. 4-5, don't put your feet on 2-3 things. Just do the CFA now that you've already chosen. Once you're done with it, work for a couple of years and then come back and keep on adding your skill sets. आप लोगों ने बहुत recently सुना होगा words like upskilling, reskilling, because you know, I give you my example. All my life I did HR. Lekin could I ever become a CEO? Answer is no. So therefore I had to actually step back, and actually I went into the field of education and started the first reverse MBA program in this country. It was the first MBA program in this country जहाँ बच्चों को पहले नौकरी मिलती थी, फिर पढ़ाई शुरू होती थी. I'm not going to talk about it, but that made me learn all the aspects of management. And today I lead a company. So I manage the finance function. I manage the HR function of my people, whatever team I work with. All right. So अगर life में आपको grow करना है, you will have to generalize your education. That's the little bit of tip I want to give you, Shraddha, on this topic. Okay, I have a question from Praveen. What are the areas which are offering jobs now? Lovely question. सर पढ़ाई तो कर लेंगे, नौकरी मिलेगी कि नहीं मिलेगी? आंसर इज यस, बट कौन से एरियाज में नौकरी मिल रही है? दैट्स द ब्यूटीफुल क्वेश्चन. सपोज इफ यू से सर आई वांट टू डू नाउ an MA program, is it a great program? Answer is no, because the logic I'm trying to build here is कि नौकरियां कहाँ available है. So if you Google a little bit, I can give you 5 very solid areas. Area number 1 is this entire area of, I'm going to write it for you, so I think so that you don't even miss it. Okay, this entire area of digital marketing. अब I think gone are the days आप shop पे जाओगे, ये करोगे, buy करोगे. Gone are the days that I will go and meet people on the road and put a hoarding, and खत्म होने वाला है. Digital is going to be future. These are the areas where there are tons of joys. Second area is this entire area of data science. You must have heard about Mr. Ambani, who says now digital data is the new currency. Now, for example, today, ek zamane mein, and let me tell you, when I was with Vodafone, Hutchison, the mobile call, 16 rupees ka 1 minute ki baat hoti thi. So suppose if I'm calling somebody from Delhi to Bombay, 16 rupees per minute. Today, it's literally free. But you have to buy a 299, 499, 699 ka data plan, क्योंकि उसके बिना रहा ही नहीं जाता. Today, your phone calls might have come down, but your data usage has gone up. Therefore, understanding this data leads to a lot of further data, and their data entire area is data science. And I think this is an area which is going to continue to grow well. I'm going to talk about 5 areas. So digital marketing, data science. Third is, Praveen, this is the answer to your question. Third is investment banking. I just wrote the word IB. Investment banking is a big area. I was giving an example of Sensex 28,000 to 58,000. Gone are the days people will start making money by putting in FD, RD, and all this nonsense. People will move towards stock markets, equities, mutual funds, debts, debentures, and so on and so forth. That's when investment banking is going to take. Happy to share with you, in the year 1990, India में सिर्फ 2% लोग investment banking करते थे, or used to take the benefit of IB. In the last 15 years, that 2% has become 6%. So it has got into 3 times growth, but it's still it is just 6%. Imagine the potential. That's the another area. And we work with a lot of investment banking companies. You must have heard of Motilal Oswal, Anand Rathi, Edelweiss. We work with all of them. And most of these companies actually are looking for people who have understanding of wealth, investment, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's the third area. Fourth area, which I'm personally a big fan, is called SCM, supply chain management. Same thing. Amazon पे जूता order कर दिया, दूसरे दिन घर आ गया types, right? That is supply chain management. Companies like delivery, companies like you would have seen FedEx, logistics companies. These are going to keep on growing and growing by the day. आप देखो Zomato, Swiggy, Donzo, too many of these brands. I can keep on getting confused with so many brands of किससे लेना चाहिए, किससे नहीं लेना चाहिए. All of them, उनका backbone is the supply chain management. The more and more we go digital, the more and more is the need of SCM. Now, if you take these courses, and then there are some standard courses जो बहुत अच्छे हैं हमारे life पर, like courses like HR. These are never dying kind of courses. So I personally feel this was an answer to you, Praveen. What are the few areas somebody has to work on? But in my opinion, these are 5 very strong areas one should work at to build their careers, and I call them the courses of future. Okay, I call them the courses of future. All right, where was I? Praveen Yadav. Okay. Now I'm coming to Rishabh's question, and there are some. I'm requesting Bachas, try to put question to everybody, because if you send me direct questions, then the question may get repeated. Okay, anyways, Rishabh, I have completed my graduation in electronics communication engineering, and every job is in IT software. Where should I make my career? Very rosy problem, Rishabh, because today I work with almost 20 IT companies. And you name the IT company, we work with them, and we are actually doing what we call a train and place model for them. कि हम बच्चे लेते हैं, suppose ऋषभ को हम लेंगे, फिर हम ऋषभ को ट्रेन करेंगे और so and so company को दे देंगे. And trust me, every company saying कि मेरे को तो सॉफ्टवेयर में है और आईटी में रिक्वायरमेंट है, मेरे को इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कम्युनिकेशन का रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. So the question is right. It is problem, and it's a genuine problem that is there. But if you are from a good institute, and I don't want to go which is a good bad institute, then definitely company like your Philips and Samsungs of the world will come to your campus, so don't worry. But if you are not from such a good institute, and I'm not, we don't want to know which college you belong to, then beta, I would say definitely take a sensible decision right now and pick up any of these IT software programs. And some of the brilliant names are artificial intelligence, machine learning. Okay, I'll write it for you. Okay, I'll write it for you so that you don't get confused. AI, ML, because we are sitting at the receiver's end. हमारे पास requirements आती है companies की, and believe me, अगर मेरे पास आज 2000 openings है, I'm just writing for engineers. Look at these ones. अभी I'm just typing AWS, Salesforce, and Java full stack development, data science. तो अगर आप कोई भी इंजीनियर हो, और ये मैंने सारे नाम रखे हैं, and I missed one thing, cyber security, and I missed one more, cloud computing. Okay, ये मैंने नीचे टाइप कर दिए हैं. These are the options if you are a engineer from wherever you are, for heck of discussion. Of course, if your college has good programs, we can talk about it. Then you don't have to worry much about it. But if you're from a okay kind of a college, then I would sincerely suggest that take one of these certifications and build your career. I won't take a 30-second break. I need some water. All right, Bachu, let's go back. Okay. I have to toggle upar niche, so that's a little bit of pain. All right, now we are here. So Shanji, where was I? Okay, yes, I got it. I reached here. So a lot of people ask me questions and then I come back to this. Okay, now I'm back to, I'm currently pursuing, I'm sorry, I think it's my end. I'm currently pursuing my master's in operations, but I want to do SAP. So is it a good choice to work in IT? SAP is fabulous, Mayank, and believe me, it will continue doing that. If you want to do a course in SAP, feel free to do it. But I have written a lot of options below. If you take any one of them also, these are brilliant. SAP is a core operations package, as you know. But if you want to go beyond operations, then the options that I just mentioned below should be able to help you. Okay, now I'm going to Prachur Das. Is data analytics the best, most sought after specialization in with an MBA? Mr. Das, answer is yes. Okay, and if you have good knowledge of mathematics, if you have good knowledge of statistics, trust me, just do it. Is samay iski wave hai. Okay, so there's a wave around all of that, so that should be good. Okay.
Dr. Ashfaq, I'll also add one point on
yes,
data.
Yes, Sushanji, please.
Which is very important for kids to understand, right? Data science sounds very, very fancy, but to become a data scientist, one needs to start somewhere very low. People take up data analytics and data sciences as a course, and then they all think that they'll become data scientists the very same day that they finish the course, but that's not the real truth. Right? The real truth is that you will have to start with data analytics and then proceed toward data scientist. Right? I think that's a very, very important point for people to kind of understand, saying that, by doing marketing does not mean that you will be the head of marketing the very same day that you join. I mean, you need to start somewhere lower down. You will have to do all the dirty works and then finally reach. So I think that's one understanding that a lot of people in the data sciences field don't have, which I thought is important for us to just kind of bring it about so that people have that little clarity around it. Sorry, Ashfaq, Dr. Ashfaq, please go ahead.
No, I think that's a brilliant point, Sushanji, and that's why I said might as well you keep your camera on, and we need your great insights every now and then. And I'm going to just put one more. I will just add line to what Sushanji said. Prachurya, this is for you. Honestly speaking, if you have to play for the Indian cricket team, suppose you want to become the next Mahendra Singh Dhoni of the Indian cricket team, how will it happen? The first is you will have to play at your district level. Then you will have to play at the state level. Then you have to play at the Ranji level. then you will play at the national level. Data science is like playing at the national level. So for you to go to national level, please at least start your career somewhere in the field of analytics. Okay, it could be basic analytics, then you can get into advanced analytics, then you can get into data science. Because sometimes people feel data science, maybe times. Okay, and is chakkar mein one observation which we have found, which Sushanji was actually trying to tell you, is so massive 30 to 40% students only end up making success out of this kind of jumps. So don't jump because there's a noise about it. Jump because you have interest in it and there's passion and you're ready to take step 1, step 2, step 3. That's what he was trying to say. And thank you, Sushanji, for adding this. Okay, Sri Vidya says, hello, sir. I'm working with Vodafone Solutions currently from Pune. God bless you, beta. In history, I have worked in the same company. Of course, I was in Bombay. That's the little difference. I would like to know what are the scope if I want to pursue masters in cybersecurity. I don't have to tell you, Sri Vidya. Is it Sri Vidya? Yes, it is Sri Vidya. Sri Vidya, beta, I think it's tremendous. The scope is not tremendous, it's super tremendous. Because cybersecurity, Deepu Srivastava ne finally apna camera on kiya, bahut smart lag raha hai. Deepu ji, thank you very much, beta. I must tell you that it is a very, very good course, Sri Vidya. And if you're taking this call from your office and you're wearing a mask, I like it. I'm also taking it from office, but I have a cabin, so that's why I'm not put a mask. So my mask is in my hand, Okay. So, bacha, good that, by the way, I must congratulate you for taking necessary precautions in pandemic times. This is important. Cybersecurity is important. It will continue growing because the number of cases of cyber challenges will keep on growing. Happy to share with you whenever you have time. Go to our website. You will see some fabulous cybersecurity courses. And if you see, when I wrote down for the technology guys such as you, what are great products. So AIML, you will see I had missed cybersecurity, then I did cybersecurity, and cloud computing is also very good. So, bacha, keep your antenna up. Information security is going to be the utmost important, continuously important. So your choice is fantastic. Okay, so I would say
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ajay says, suggest me what to do next. Ajay beta, to be honest with you, I need to know your story before I can suggest next. My request to you is that I'm going to, Sushanji, if you can put somebody's email ID down, because we may not be able to answer everybody, so that they can question separately and we can, probably circle back with them.
Let me figure this one out and I'll just type in
okay, maybe you can put Abhinav's email ID or somebody's email ID here. Okay. So all I'm trying to, Ajay beta, ki suggest me what to do next is, मैं कोई स्वामी जी तो हूँ नहीं कि आपके आंख बंद करके मैंने बोला अरे यार अजय तो बेटा ये कर लेते हैं, right? I'm like a छोटा मोटा doctor. I need to spend some time with you, understand your profile better, and then suggest. Otherwise, it will be just a ज्ञान kind of a thing. So Sushanji will share with you an email ID. आप उस email ID पे अपना थोड़ा details भेजो. We will fix a time with you. Spend 10-15 minutes with you. This is true for anybody and everybody. So for example, just taking an example, Sri Vidya wants to know more about cybersecurity programs and things like that. Just fix them, put a mail. We will help you. We will get you connected to some of the best counselors that we have and they can help you guide. And agar mujhe bhi time mila, I'll also help you for sure. All right. So Ajay, that's the long and short of your answer. So Sushanji will put an email ID in due course. You can start putting your mails to that email ID because we have only 15 minutes left for this session on this talk now. Vinu, what specialization that one can choose to ensure good job, especially during pandemic? Vinu, beta, I have answered those questions. You remember those 5 areas I said? I'll repeat for the sake of discussion: supply chain management, data science, investment banking, your digital marketing, HR. These are 4 or 5 areas which are good. And if you're a techie guy, then courses like AI, ML, cybersecurity, and so on and so on. Okay. God bless you, Vinu. Thank you for asking. Survey says, is machine learning part of AI? Yes. So there is a course which is called AI ML, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. Some students only do machine learning. Some students do AI, but they can do a combo also. So all options are there. But yes, doing a complete AI ML course makes more sense. It's learning everything from end to end. Shivani says, I'm pursuing my MBA right now from HR. Mind blowing, Shivani. Best of luck, beta. Keep doing, keep going. I have opted, now Diksha is saying interesting, I have opted for distance MBA after my engineering due to personal reason. Possible. I'm currently searching for a job. What kind of job will help me boost my career that aligns with my degree? Diksha beta, let me put it like this. You are an engineer and you've done a distance education based MBA. So the question first is, agar aapne kabhi kuch kahin job kiya, it is also important to understand your little background from there. My request to you would be, go back to the question, go back to the email ID that Sushantji will share. Let's have a small conversation with you. In my opinion, if I see that you have done, your engineering was very strong, then I would say continue on that, because don't get me wrong, distance MBA में पढ़ाई होती नहीं है, sorry, बच्चे पढ़ते नहीं, बस ऐसी डिग्री लेते रहते हैं, right? What I need to know is how much have you learned. So if you have learned, then we may be able to help you. If you're not, then we may have to give you some kind of a booster injection deke aapko, we can help you to get jobs. Okay, so don't worry about that. Write to us, we'll talk it out with you. Okay. Adit Agarwal says, what about MBA in data science and business? I mean, these are brilliant. Adit, I don't have to say much. Kar le beta. These are very good. We ourselves run tons of MBA programs with data analytics, and we have a fabulous program. Somebody doesn't want to do an MBA, somebody wants to do a short program, then we have an we call it the MBM program. Sushantji, can you just type niche the MBM program and little details on that? Because if I type, I lose the this thing. So Sushantji is going to put niche something called as the MBM. It's called the Modern Business Management Program. Why is it called Modern Business Management Program? Because unfortunately or fortunately, I can see so many of you have attended my seminar who are already doing MBAs. अगर आप MBAs कर रहे थे और आपने सोच समझ के लिया था, तो फिर सेमिनार की क्या जरूरत थी? Because kahin na kahin, maybe the college that you've gone or maybe the direction you're choosing within the MBA is not really up to the mark, and that's why you are looking at kind of boosting that with something more. To boost that something more is what we can help you, and that's what our MBM program is. It's a small program, though it looks like a 12-month program, but it is actually 6 months of education, but that education is totally online. So you're a person who's doing a job, continue your job, take some education online with us for about 6 months. If you're a full-time free student, you've just done graduation and you want to do something more, then you can do the same program. For 6 months, there is education online, not even 8 hours per week. दिन में 8 घंटे होते हैं ऑफिस में, हम पूरे हफ्ते में 8 hours of education देते हैं in those 5 areas I spoke about. Once ये 6 महीने का education complete होता है, then we put you for a 6 months internship. Now I'll give you an example of Sri Vidya. She works today in Vodafone. Now, because by virtue of working in Vodafone, she now realized, okay, if I have to make my career strong, I have to get into cybersecurity. So this 6 months of practical internship is inbuilt onto the program. तो आपको 12 महीने का सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा, जिसमें 6 महीने की पढ़ाई है, 6 महीने का इंटर्नशिप है, और इंटर्नशिप के फौरन बाद मिनिमम 30,000 रुपीस का जॉब. This is our MBM program, and we will talk about it more as we go down. Sakshi, I'm coming to your question, beta. I'm targeting accelerators, SIV, many more options, sir. Beta, this is very, very simple. I don't want to confuse you further. Just type a word called the best MBA colleges in this country. You'll get the name. For HR, the names that you have mentioned are much, much better. It doesn't mean that if you do an MBA from an FMS Delhi, that HR is not good. It is also good, but in logon ka naam thoda acha hai. I'm myself from SIBM Pune in this list. Okay. Now, Shruti says, I have seen a job guaranteed program on your website. Can you elaborate? Thank you very much, Shruti, for asking me this. This is our MBM program, the MBM program that I spoke about. 12 mahine ka course hai. So if you are an engineer, take it. If you are a Sri Vidya already working somewhere, you want to kind of upgrade your compensation. I just gave this an example. 30,000 is the lowest salary we offer in this program. Of course, there's a selection process, by the way. So if you get selected onto the program, if you're a fresher, we give you 30,000. If you are a person, let's say like Sri Vidya with 3 years of experience, then the compensation can also go up to 7.5 lakhs. So from 3.6 to 7.5 lakhs is the kind of salary you get onto the program, for which neither you have to lose your job, leave your job, neither you have to leave your education. Ab jo kar rahe ho, just on that add our program, which is 8 hours per week in those 5 areas which I spoke about. And then there's a 6 months internship, and then the salary starts, and so on and so forth. Okay. Sushantji is also going to put some more comments on this as we move down. Okay, now I need to move faster because we have very little time left, and I can see there are tons of things still getting missed by me. I'm currently Manisha Kalani. I am currently working in HR, but I want to shift to data science. How can I proceed with it? Manisha beta, if you have to make a shift, I hope you have done some work in HR analytics, because if you have not done HR analytics, don't jump to data science. So pehle aap HR analytics karo, when you become stronger in HR analytics, then you get into data analytics, data science. As I said, right down to us, we have tremendous data science programs also, and HR analytics programs also. But if I was you, I will take step by step. I don't want to jump to become the MS Dhoni. I want to, play the nationals. I want to first do the first thing right, which is to do HR. I'm an HR person. I will do HR analytics. After my HR analytics is done, I may choose to do data science. All right, let's go to Manisha Kalani again. I want to ask, if I'm pursuing my current job into HR and want to make a shift in data science, what can I do? Okay, it's the same question getting repeated. Sorry, beta, I'm going to pass on. Soumya says, currently, what will be the most important domain to have knowledge of? Soumya, beta, I have spoken about those 5 areas, and I'm not going to repeat it, and I've written them as well, because I seem to have another 12, 15 questions to answer. If candidates have already 3 years of experience in banking, but want to grow his or her CTC, this is Moti. What is the name I'm getting? Is it Moti Ram or something like that? Sorry, I'm not able to get the name here completely. Whatever the name is, put a mail to that email ID that Sushantji might have shared. For now, I'm not going down to check usne share kya ke nahi. Sushantji, have you shared that email ID, by the way?
Yes, I have shared all them.
Whose email ID have you shared?
No, so there is one general inquiry email ID that I've shared, and there is one other email ID of Ria that I've shared.
Okay, so you have an email ID that Sushantji has said, Motiji, just put your same query there. We can definitely help you upgrade your compensation through our MBM program, and that's the beauty about that program. Okay, I'm going to move on quickly. Arun Kumar says, I've recently graduated NIT Patna, lovely, mechanical engineer, but struggling for a job. And that's a big problem, beta, unfortunately, as I said, because courses, mechanical mein job milta, lekin 20,000 rupees ka, and that's what you don't want to do right now, which I understand. So my request to you would be, if NIT is not able to help you right now, and there are problems in core electives like mechanical, chemical, electronics and communication, and so on and so forth. So therefore, then I would suggest that you reach out to us through our MBA program. We can help you put into analytics. There's this important area called mechatronics. I'm sure you know what mechatronics is. Mechatronics is also gaining a lot of importance. Write to us. We may connect with you. We should be able to help you in that area. Okay. Oh, that was Moti Ramji. Okay, Moti Ramji, I hope you got my answer. Now, this is, I think, Vikram. I'm a mechanical engineering student. के लिए कौन सा MBA PGDM में कौन सा specialization ठीक रहेगा? Vikram मेरी तरफ है. सारे एकदम पूरी बना के मेरे को एक final answer दे दो. Vikram, it depends on beta where you want to do an MBA from. अगर मेरा बस चले ना तो मैं एक ही MBA का course रखूँ, MBA General Management. अगर मेरा बस चले, लेकिन मेरा बस चलता नहीं है. So therefore, there are some 20,000 specializations that I've come up with. Okay, so from that perspective, yes, there is going to be a problem. I need to spend some time with you to understand you a little better. So my request to you is put your email on that, put a mail on that ID. One of our counselor will talk to you for sure from that point. Okay, that was for me. Vikrant, Nitik says, will this webinar be available later on? I don't know, beta, that you will have to check with the organizers. But if you're saying that the recording of this you want, I'm sure they can help you with. But if you want to know any specific question, drop a mail to that program. I'm a graduate in food engineering technology. What's your advice to fresh graduate trying to a job? Interview tips. Nishana, lovely question. Interview tips. As I said, we have a proper soft skills program where we actually help people grow on these areas. Only 3 minutes are left, but I'll tell you, it's as simple as this. Okay, what is the first question they ask in an interview? Just put down quickly on this. I'm going to give you a couple of interview tips, and that's going to be my last thing. Okay, quickly put what is the first question they ask in an interview on the chat box. Come on, Bachchun. I know you guys know the answer. What is the first question they ask in an interview? Okay, very good, Sakshi. Tell me about yourself. Brilliant. What is the next question? Okay, tell me about yourself. Okay, put other. Okay, introduce yourself is fine. No, no, change the question. ये तो पहला question हो गया. Shraddha says hobbies पूछते हैं. Okay, what are the projects you have done? Very nice, Rishabh. Okay, okay, tell me your strengths, weaknesses. Very nice. Okay, and why did you choose to do food technology? What value? Sai Kiran, beautiful answer. What value do you bring to the organization? Tell us about your experience. Okay, why do you want to come and join us? Trust me, these are the questions that are the only question they ask in an interview, period. Iske alawa kuch nahi. The problem is, are you preparing yourself for it? And if you are preparing yourself for these questions, then you have nothing to worry. That's the only message I want to give you guys. Okay, so God, I forgot who asked this question. 1 second, I'm just okay. Yes, Nishana had asked this question. Nishana beta, if you jitne bhi questions we put on the group, no, everybody knows these questions, and we always say that the question paper of interviews leaked. All you need to do is prepare yourself. If you can prepare yourself, if you can work a little hard, I am sure these are the only questions that you need to prepare. Sushantji, I think the time is up. What do you want to do? Because I'm sorry.
We started about 5 minutes late, so Ashfaq, I'm sure we could squeeze in 5 more minutes if your schedule allows. And answer a few more questions. There are some more good questions which have come our way. If we can just spend 5 more minutes and then we can quickly wrap it up.
All right. So what I will do is Sushantji will talk about the MBM program a little bit more and a while from now. If you guys need a little bit of help on that, what I will do is I'll take a couple of questions quickly, and I'm really sorry, Bachas, that if I might have missed some questions, because one way is to extend this, and that's what I don't really like to do, because I know today is a Saturday, you have some plans, so do I. So might as well let you go and enjoy your life. Okay.
All right. In the meanwhile, while Dr. Ashfaq is kind of searching for some questions to answer, one question that I did find interesting and a lot of people have asked was the MBM Jumpstart program, wherein they wanted to know a little bit more about how is this course structured. As Ashfaq ji was saying, this is a course that we do for 12 months. The duration is 12 months, and I've put in all the details in my erstwhile chat also, wherein there is 6 months of education and 6 months of very deep internship with the same company where you will be absorbed. The way this works is the first 6 months of education, there's a lot of focus on soft skill training, specialization, the 5 specializations that Dr. Ashfaq did talk about, investment banking, supply chain and logistics, sales and marketing with focus on digital marketing, HR, and data sciences and business analytics. These are the 5 areas that we focus on because we know that jobs are available in plenty in these particular spaces, and we want to kind of focus on a job guaranteed program, and that's why we have kind of launched this subject, right? One of the most important aspect of this course is that you will not be taught by just academicians. You will actually be taught by leaders in these spaces. People who have at least 10 to 20 years of experience in this field are the ones who will actually be speaking to you and teaching you. These guys would actually be the CEOs and CXOs of various companies who would be coming and teaching you and honing your skill, because 6 months duration, we need to make you a champion in these specializations, right? And post which we will actually expose you to various companies. Your interview would be done. Once you're selected, you will be doing a quick 6 months of internship with them. And this is how the course is designed. It is for 2.25 lakhs. Somebody was asking me what is the fees for this course. It's 2.25 lakhs. But the good news is, of the 2.25 lakhs, you will actually get 60,000 back while you're doing internship. I think that's a quick snippet about the course. Dr. Ashfaq, over to you if you would want to just take up 1 or maybe 2 maximum questions.
Sushantji, I'm really sorry. I lost the audio in between. I have not heard what you said, and I was just trying to reconnect. There was some problem with my...
I'm sorry. Was it for everybody? I think...
No. It was for me because my microphone went away. So
somebody is again asking what will be the fees of the program and how can I pay for it? I'm just going to quickly give you a gist. The fee for the program is 2.25 lakhs. Please go to, and there are EMI options available. All you need to do is pay just 25,000 at the beginning, and then the EMI is structured in such a way that we'll actually start collecting the fees from you as and when you start earning from the internship and final job. So it's a very pocket-friendly course. You don't have to pay anything right in the advance. You can actually structure your EMI in such a way that when you start earning is when you start giving back to the institute, which is Talent Edge. Right. So, and there's a lot of more information available at www.talentedge.com. And within that, if you go to Job Assured Programs, you will see a program called MBM Jumpstart. And that's the program that I'm going to talk about. What I will also do is I will leave the link of the website for all of you to click and see it at your ease. But I think more importantly, right now, I would want to put the spotlight back on Dr. Ashfaq, because there are some questions still unanswered, and unfortunately we have just 3 minutes now.
Okay, Sushantji, I'll take a couple of questions, and some of the questions that interest me is Vinu's question: why should I go for this program instead of an MBA? Vinu, do not do that. Go ahead with an MBA, and happy to share with you today we work with almost top 20 MBA institutes in this country. So I'm not saying that this is better or MBA is better or CFA is better or that is better. All courses are fantastic. Okay, so if you can make to a great institute in the space of MBA, whether through us or on your own, that I would say that should be your first choice. But you would see tons of people in this already completed the course but got stuck up, not able to increase the compensation, want to shift from, I got one Abhishek telling me full stack Java developer, and now I want to get into marketing. So there are people whose choices keep on changing in life. For them, MBM Jumpstart is a fabulous program. To be honest, I don't know the commercial, I don't remember the commercials, but all I know is it's made in such a manner that you have to pay a very small amount in the beginning. Then you have to pay as you earn. Okay, so it is not that all your money is going away right now, like the 40,000 other courses that are available in the country. So we know if you are good and you can crack to some of the best institutes in MBA, that should be your first priority. I'm not saying no, because that is important. Whether through them or you can go via us also, because we work with most of these institutes. That's part one. Part two, but for most others, if you got stuck up, you're not able to increase your compensation, you want to change a stream, then we are an answer. Mudassir asked an interesting question that he wants to do PhD in some program out of Canada. Mudassir beta, I'm very, very sorry. I'm really not good with the world of Canada. Though if it was US, I could have given you some yarn, but Canada, I have no clue about. So I really don't want to give you an answer. And that might be end up being a wrong answer. So I'm sorry, I really don't know the answer of your question, that if you want to do PhD in the Canada, how to go about it. I'm not good at it. I'm sorry. So I go down quickly. So Abhishek, you want to move from full stack development to marketing, as I said, talk to us on that one of the email ID. We can help you definitely. All right. Sushantji, is there anything else that you think is important that we must have missed?
I think this is good. Thank you, Dr. Ashfaq.
Prabjot says, is there an EMI option? Answer is yes. So there was a question, is there an EMI option for this program? Answer is yes. All right. And by the way, after you pay something in the beginning, you pay EMI only once you get the job or once you start earning. So that's the other part I want to add to that. Okay. Vinu, lovely. Now Vinu has become on my side. So where do I have to attend these classes? If we are an online company, we are the India's largest. And by the way, we are the India's oldest EdTech company as well. So it's a completely online. So if you are doing what you are doing currently, you want to pursue any of these, it's completely online. Part one. Part two, once you finish, then the internship can be full-time or online, depending on how we see the world at that point in time, which is 6 months down the line. So, but more or less be mentally prepared. That could be a full-time internship kind of a thing, followed by the proper job, which can be full-time in the company as it is. Unlike the current times where sometimes many people give a work from home option, that we don't want to talk for it. So HT says, so does the course literally pay for itself? This is so beautifully put, HT. I will tell my marketing guys to start selling these courses. This is the course which pays for itself. So I like the line that you have put. I like it actually. Somebody says, share your LinkedIn ID. Okay, Rishabh, my LinkedIn ID is simple. My name is the most complicated name. If you put my name, you'll find only me on LinkedIn. So whoever you find, just click, that's me. Okay. What are the oh, lovely. Shruti says, which are the companies that are coming for this program? And I would not let go this question. It's a very important question. So investment banking, if you want to make a career in investment banking, we work with most top IB companies in the Indian context, whether it's Motilal Oswal, Anand Rathi, Union Asset Management Company, and Edelweiss, we work with all of them. So these are the possible employers for you. If it is supply chain management, we work with Delivery, FedEx, we work with Gati, which is now called All Cargo Logistics. We work with Heiko Logistics, Global Logistics Systems, and so on and so forth. If it is digital marketing, we work with some of the finest, including a company which I personally love, it's called Digit9. So whenever there is a movie that gets launched, it is launched in India by a company called Films of India. Films of India is also owned by Digit9. And generally, whenever Digit9 hires students from our programs, the start salary itself is 5 lakhs. Okay, so just to let you some numbers on that, if that gives you an idea. Now, if you are an HR person, we work with some of the finest HR companies, one of them being Kelly Services, KELLY. This is one of the world's largest HR organization, and so on and so forth. So we can talk about it as and when you kind of come back to us. Okay. All right. So Sushantji, I think we should be good to leave now, right?
Thank you, Dr.
Really
Ashfaq. Thank you so very much for this lovely session, and I'm sure each one of us have learned a lot, and there are definite takeaways that we have. But more importantly, I think I have shared the email IDs where you could post your questions. If you have any further questions, we'll love to take it up. We'll get back to you. And thank you, audience. Thank you for being such a lovely and more importantly, such a lively and interactive audience. Thank you very much. You guys all made our Saturdays worthwhile. So thank you so much. One little thing that I did learn from Dr. Ashfaq today while he was speaking is one of the most important things that you can do to beat odds is invest in yourself. And just don't invest in yourself once. This should be a continuing process. You should plan ahead. You should stay ahead of the curve, invest in yourself, and do something great that people are not doing right now. So find those little opportunities that people are not doing, and I'm sure you'll get it right. So thank you, guys. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Dr. Ashfaq, for all your time. Have a good weekend.
I'm so sorry. There's Sai Kiran saying, sir, one last question, please. Go ahead, Sai, beta, please go ahead and ask. And Rishabh, you've sent me a direct message and I have read it. Definitely write to us and I'll help you. Okay. I'm not going to, talk about what you have asked for. So just be it like that. Drop a mail on that email ID and I'll help you on that. Okay, Sai, ask this last question that you have.
Yeah, hi. Can I speak for 20 seconds?
Yes, Sai, yes, please. I'm going to give you 22 seconds, 10% extra. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Actually, my doubt was, will the job market is going to close again if any other wave comes in? So I'm thinking of to switch.
Lovely question, Sai. Lovely question. Where were you all this while? I knew you were an intelligent guy, and you're also wearing a nice, your picture on this looks pretty good. Sai, there have been occasions in my personal life which I have seen. For example, there was a meltdown in the year 2003, 2001, 2003. It's called .com. The .com bust ho gaya, right? So you were too small at that time. So it was a kind of a corporate pandemic. So it was not a health pandemic the way we have right now. That time it was like a corporate pandemic. So every 15, 10, 20 years, something major like this keeps on happening. So pandemics are every 100 years that we know, but every 20, 15 years, some major thing happens in the world. Like for example, 15, 20 years back, there was companies like typewriters, which we don't know what, you guys won't even know what a typewriter is now. There was a product called, a scooter, Bajaj scooter, that doesn't even exist today. There was a car called Ambassador, which does not exist today. So every now and then the world keeps on changing, improving, improvising, and bettering it off. So Sai, the question is, if another pandemic will come, trust me with that, another bigger opportunity. Like for example, about 2 years back, मैंने data science or AI ML ये words तक नहीं सुने थे साई. Today I run almost 3,000, 4,000 students pass from our academy only on data science and AI ML and all these courses. ये नाम ही नहीं सुने थे मैंने 2 साल पे. So all I am trying to tell you is, with every difficulty comes tremendous opportunity. Don't get bogged down with the problems. Get bogged down with the opportunities, and I'm preparing for that myself. Okay. With that, I'll kind of sign off. God bless you guys. Do very well in life. Sometimes the students are always inquisitive, and I love the way you all interacted with me today. You made my day. God bless you. Thank you very much. Over to you, Sushantji, and I'm signing off. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ashfaq. Thank you so very much. And with that, keep safe, keep learning, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you, guys. You've been a lovely audience today. Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Sir, I am asking, okay, what's the procedure of taking admission in this program?
Okay. Sorry, this is Anurag Kumar, right?
Yes, sir.
Anurag Kumar, if you can quickly type in your email ID or phone number on the chat box, what I'll do is I'll ask one of our team members to get in touch with you, explain to you about the entire program, and then take it forward from there. Would that be okay? Can
Yes,
you
sir.
just quickly type in your mobile number? That's all. Thank you, Anurag. Perfect. Thank you. Got it, beta. Thank you so very much. We got this, and somebody will get in touch with you. If anybody else also wants to leave their mobile phone before leaving, please do, and we'll get in touch with you. Or you can always write to us at inquiry.dtd@talentedge.in, and somebody would definitely get in touch with you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Abhishek, for typing in. And please feel free to log out as and when you're all done. Please feel free to log off.